free, right? So anytime you can use water for anything, use water. Okay. So I'm sorry. This dish is so funny because if I wasn't talking, it takes about 3.5 minutes. But with me dragging everything out, trying to juggle and do all this stuff, takes about a half an hour. So sorry about that. Anyhow, I have some more beautiful things I want to show off to you guys. This is from Serendipity. This is, any idea what this is? Yeah, what is it?
Sweet pea.
Oh, I dig you. And absolutely right. These are pea shoots. They're really, really amazing. They're totally in season. They're absolutely sweet, and they actually taste like peas. Right. And it's really good. It's beautiful. And the thing is, some people flash saute it. We're going to use it raw. So if you go check it out at Serendipity, those guys are ridiculously great farmers. Grab these. These are really kind of a treat. I've been munching on them all day. So, so basically, quickly prep all your veggies like that. With the green onion like this, what I'm going to do, let me grab a knife here. You see this? You see how they have these little roots on here? That's another sign of freshness. So we really want to see that. We're just going to go ahead and chop that off. Beautiful. And I'm going to show you guys a trick. I hope my big old head is not blocking everything. I know when I buy sunglasses, I have to go to Great America. You know those big sunglasses at Great America? I have to wear that. It's regular fitting glasses. They just, anyways. So what I'm going to show you guys is a really cool technique. It's called the cat paw. If everybody can do it. You can just make your fingers kind of bend like this, right? And you're going to keep your thumb behind all those bent fingers, and you're going to rest your nail and your fingers, knuckles here, on the blade. And what that does is it actually acts as a guide and kind of rests where your knife is going to cut. So I'm going to be able to say, "Hi Megan, how are you doing?" and not look at my hand because I know exactly where the blade is, okay? And we're going to make these wonderful, beautiful strips like this. We don't want them to be too thick because we're going to use them raw. And last thing I like to do is bite into a gigantic piece of onion. So just try to keep it nice and thin as possible. Okay, wonderful. Now, one thing I'm going to keep this component raw, but I got a little bit of shallot, and what I've been doing here in this bowl is macerating a little bit of shallot. And I like using words like that so people don't know what it is. Maceration basically means I'm steeping a little bit of shallot in a little bit of vinegar. This vinegar here is from these guys over here, the Galileo. They had a little bit of white balsamic vinegar, so I grabbed it, put some shallots in there, and what that does is it flavors the shallot, so it pickles it, right? Flash pickles it. It also lends the flavor of the shallot into the vinegar. So when you bite into it, you're going to have these little flavor bursts. And that's going to add a really great flavor to your dressing. So in order to do that, all you have to do is, to get it to this shape, I always have a bowl, like I said, and I peel back, just like that. I peel back with the blade, and that takes the skin off quite easily, just like that. I put my thumb on it, and I just peel back. It's really simple to do. Okay, and like I said, always have a bowl, that way it doesn't stick on your cutting board, you're not cleaning up all the time. So you want to get it to this point, then just cut the ends just like that. Awesome. So I have this piece here. Now all you want to do, you see how this knife, you guys, it's kind of, to you it seems like a really flat knife, but this is an actual pretty big knife with a pretty big V, like that. So I'm going to get my paring knife that's really paper thin, like that, and I'm going to make these incisions, just like this, and I'm going to make a wonderful uniform cuts of shallots. So they're all going to be the same size and they're all going to be square. And so what I did is I just made some cuts going this way, then I'm going to make some cuts going the other direction. And I'm going to try to keep it really nice and small, as you can see. Then I'm just going to take little chops like this. So you see that? They're all the same shape, right? And if you do it that way, you don't have to sit here and chop it up and mince it, okay? Beautiful. So like I said, I went ahead and macerated a little bit of vinegar here. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shave a little bit of asparagus. Now, if you don't have a mandolin like I do here, you don't need one of these things. If you're doing a lot for a lot of people like I am right now, yeah, it's helpful. But if you don't have that, do the cat paw thing. Just cut really thin slices, just like this, in a diagonal. And the reason I do it in a diagonal is because I'm trying to be really fancy. Okay? Like I always tell everybody, if you cut this salad this way, like in rounds, you charge $6.95 for the dish. But if you cut it this way in a diagonal, you can charge $12.95, okay? So if you want to do that, go for it. I really think that looks really beautiful. So I went ahead and did a whole bunch already. That's beautiful asparagus. Now, you guys probably are wondering how this thing works, so I'm going to quickly show you how that works as well. This is a Japanese mandolin, and this is so much better than the European kind. The reason is the blade is sideways, so it makes it really simple for you to make those incisions. If this was flat, it'll stick on you. So this is and this is only $20-something. So wherever you can get this, grab it. All I do is I just shave just like this. You can see how much faster it is? Right. And when you get to, you really do have to be careful, right? Because you don't want to hurt yourself. But just take your time when it gets to the end there, and you'll be able to, oh, delicious. So you'll get that, beautiful. Add that to the salad as well. Excuse me, sorry about that. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, you guys, the same thing with the carrot. Shave it. Right? Then when it gets to the end there, just slow down. Okay? And you have these beautiful carrots. Awesome. Alright. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. So, what we're going to do next is we're going to throw these wonderful asparagus in a bowl. Beautiful. Now, the pea shoots, you guys, you can throw in now, or you can use it as a bed. I want to use it, so I just went ahead and chopped it up so it's nice and easy to eat. I didn't keep it whole because they're huge, so we want to keep it and make it nice and bite-sized. Add those carrots. A little bit of those big green onions. Just going to put that in there. Awesome. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is, I always do this, and people always wonder why I do this. You see, I haven't dressed the greens or the asparagus. I always add salt here to the dry vegetables. The reason I do this is because I want the salt to hit the vegetables, not the dressing. I'm going to dress this dressing to make sure that it's seasoned correctly, but the vegetables need salt as well, right? So I always like to put dry, on the dry vegetables, the salt. And I'm